We're dancing in.
We're dancing in.
We're dancing in.
Dancing in.
We got quite a show for you today.
Quite a show. Hopefully they, well, let's dance. Dance. Got a text, I think, Dad.
We got a text?
Did you get a text? Yeah.
It's my tennis team.
You forgot to mute your phone.
No, I like getting texts during Fanny Pack.
Ding. We're here.
We are here.
QR collection. We are going to give you a style show. My dad's in town, so we're kind of just recording some CarCasts.
They're trying to buy it off my back, dude. It's too precious. It's the first one. Mint, as in the first one.
Mint.
Hey, what are we doing today, dog?
Well, we're going to just kind of wing it, but I kind of know, a lot of people are asking for the Fanny Pack song.
Oh, dude, it is clever.
And what was funny is you were saying one night, I want to do a song. You want to do something.
Well, dude, after you made a hit out of press enter, you can do anything.
Right. And when I was like, dude, I want to do a Fanny Pack song, so why don't you kind of do the lyrics, and I'll kind of, we'll both write it. I'll probably throw some sound bites and stuff.
Will you help me wing it right now?
Yeah,
and
so
trust us, this is winging it.
And
it will sound like we are winging it.
It's going to be pretty bad, but that's okay.
I've got my lyrics here, and I don't have my glasses because I'm too self-conscious about wearing them, so I probably won't be able to read it.
You were up all night.
Well, I did wake up and write some verses.
Yeah. And so, yeah, we were thinking, well, he recorded already some lyrics for it, for me to listen, but I haven't had time to do that. So
I just gave him some sound bites because he made a song out of press enter, and I didn't even know he did it.
Yeah.
I just did a commercial, and he just took it and ran with it.
You just talked.
Yeah.
And I put it in there. And that's what we're going to kind of do here. But with this, I think there's going to be some melodies, and, you want to do some...
We're getting musical.
Like he just heard Get Low for the first time,
man.
Little John.
Come on.
Skeet, 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 skeet. And he likes that word.
Well, I thought it was a good beat. Very good beat. I don't like a lot of the words, but,
Yeah, you didn't know about the Yin Yang Twin, Salt Shaker,
dude,
all the club bangers.
I kind of opted out after the Cat Daddy. I love the Cat Daddy, but there's all these dances after that, and I feel like I'm not as current since COVID, Well, you guys would visit during COVID, and I'd stay current, but now.
Yeah, and ever since you heard Get Low, you kind of wanted to do a song. And
I want back.
I want to do Fanny Pack, here we are. And then I thought you'd do like a live karaoke version for CarCast.
And I warned you, I've never done karaoke before, but I know what it is.
And, last we talked, we did mention the doc story. Hopefully they did read that.
Oh, hey, you guys. Hey, on the merch, you guys got to get one article so you become a minister. This is your uniform. Wear it proudly. Save your receipts. Tax deductible. Here we go.
It's a uniform, and I did make that change.
It's a uniform.
You're wearing a uniform.
It used to be like maybe a gift, donation gift.
Mm.
You guys are working for the ministry. So wear your stuff fun. I've been having fun with it. They run you down. I mean, shoot, even your thong underwear, you're probably going to want to wear them pretty low so you can show them off.
They want to, can't wait to put on the thong and do a style show. Father-son style show, maybe.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dude,
for
that
another
deal to where
channel.
There's like 40 different articles, and for me to wear every one of them at the same time.
Yeah.
And then like walk Broadway here at Nashville.
Yeah, we're thinking about becoming, I'm probably going to be, just selling merch.
Dude,
on the side of the road.
You should make yourself into a merch. You are merch.
So I'm just gonna have all my merch. If somebody wants to buy it, I'll take it off and give it to them. And then I'll also have stuff on hangers.
Yeah,
portable.
You turn yourself into like a portable haberdashery.
And I'd be rolling Fanny Pack cam, so people can get a Broadway experience of what it's like to sell T-shirts.
I think that's what they call a clothier, is a haberdasher. Talk about words.
Huh.
But anyway, yeah, we're on it.
Okay.
You guys are going to love the gear. And this is cotton. We're going to shrink it.
Yeah. The QR collection where it's just that is cotton, but everything else has got the...
Yeah, this stuff coming is like this sweet polyester. It's like beyond polyester.
It's a cotton
it's exciting
polyester thing. Yeah, it's very exciting. So we're going to do a style show.
It feels good.
On a whole. It feels great. Okay, so...
This is it. We're winging it.
Yeah, we're just going to play... I'm going to play it. I'm going to play Fanny Pack Cam. So it's just going to be the chorus, and you're just going to spit bars.
All right, here we
and
go.
Then you can stop whenever, you know.
All right.
Okay. And then if you want me to start it over again, just tell me. Maybe you can get the beat feel. Fanny Pack, you're on Fanny Pack Cam. Fanny Pack, you're on Fanny Pack Cam. Fanny Pack, you're on Fanny Pack Cam.
Pack my Fanny.
Pack my Fanny.
I'm about ready to jump in.
Okay. Do you want me to start it over?
No, I think I can jump in right now.
Okay, you got it.
Attention to me is like sex to you. I'll be 18. You'll be 32.
Don't talk so close to the mic.
I was going to do a whisper.
You don't have to get
First you get your paper, then you get me. First you get your paper, then you get me. You'll be 18. I'll be 33.
You don't have to hold it so close to the mic. You can be right here.
I'm trying to do the whisper.
Don't put it so close.
I'm trying to do the whisper. I like it. Yeah.
Right here is where you need to be.
Okay. I hang around the older girls. Let them do all the work. I go to their weddings, their best men. All I gotta do is twerk.
Twerk it. Twerk.
I'll do that one differently. Youth and purity. That's me. I'm 18. You'll be 33.
Okay, I like it.
And you know you come in with a little bitch voice. Like, pack my fanny.
Here we go.
Like my fanny.
Knick, knack, patty, whack.
Give a dog a bone.
Knick, knack, patty, whack.
Daddy want a bone.
Knick, knack, patty, whack. What's that in your fanny pack?
Knick, knack, patty, whack. What's that in your fanny pack?
Knick, knack, patty, whack. What's that in your fanny? Ooh,
You looking at my fanny pack?
we gotta see how you can be right here. Knick, knack, patty, whack.
Got you looking.
Knick, knack. You don't have to be so close, because then you get that saliva sound.
Got you looking, looking.
Got you looking.
Got you looking, looking.
Got you looking.
Got you skeeting. Got you skeeting.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Skeet, 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 skeet. Skeet, 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 skeet.
Pack my fanny. Like my fanny.
Pack it, Fanny. Pack that. Fanny. Fanny. Fanny, Fanny, pack. Fanny. I think I might have to do the words. I'll be doing the words because it's hard to,
Who, me?
Fanny pack. Fanny, Fanny, pack, cam. Fanny, Fanny, pack, cam. Fanny, pack, cam.
So,
Dude,
that's-
it's so
that's
weird
kinda-
that we're doing this.
Well, that's
It's
kind of,
funny.
that's our practice session.
Mm.
And then we get the words down and then make it go.
Mhm.
I was trying to see what the whisper would look like.
Yeah.
Whisper. As opposed to, hey, they say they like, whatever.
I like the whisper. I'll throw that in, maybe switch up the words, but I like the flow. I mean,
I think the whisper makes people listen more. It's kind of like a gimmick.
what we'll do is you write it, I'll perform it. Yeah, but I like the rough draft we got here.
All right. I'm still
And-
working on the lyrics.
They saw it
And
first.
then, whether you use your voice, and then you come in with the issue that. Hey, what's up? I don't really know. Hey, what's going on?
Oh, you want like a conversation rap?
Well, and then it's in my voice, and then your whisper, my voice, your whisper. I don't know. I left all these sound bites. I left a lot of sound bites, and you just pick and choose if you want. But that's what we're up to.
All right. I like it.
Oh, hey, dude, and another thing, I was in a quandary on what to name the song. I'm 18 years, 33, or, name it a tutorial on how to max out on hooking up. I wanted to do a tutorial for the guys. I wanted to do a tutorial for the girls because they need to know when they need to hook up. When you're at your peak, hook up, live happily ever after, and get what you want. I mean, these 18-year-olds, they don't want 18-year-olds. They need to be hanging around with 35-year-old girls, going to their weddings, hanging out. They'll let them do all the work, and then you take their men because you're going to win every time against a 35-year-old.
I think 21.
18 to 22, you got cash in.
21.
After
21's
22,
legal.
but after 22,
For the, can't really hang out if you're 18.
Another one of my lines was pure. Youth and purity. That's me. I'm like milk. You're like wine. No, purity. I had a deal where
like maybe it rhymed with tea.
Chicks are like milk, and men, they don't peak out till they're 50. So. It's a real that kind. Like when I'm 50, I'm going to high school. I'm going to find the valedictorian, and I'm going to hang out. When I'm 50, 35 to 50, I'm starting to go into.
You're going to hang out at the high school.
Well, that's if you're a guy, you're going to want to go. You're going to want to find an 18 to 22, no matter if you're 35.
I think
or
21.
50.
You should keep it at 21.
I'm just saying the girl. She's 18.
Yeah.
She is not going to get any better.
Yeah, what do girls do from 18 to 20?
They own it, dude.
No, I know.
They own it,
they
don't realize that they own it. They think the whole life's going to be like this.
Yeah, they still get into the club. That's a good point.
Oh, you guys don't realize that, man. The reason you love an 18 to 22, you're at your peak. The guys, man, they don't have no paper. They got no business being there. In fact, I'm getting my grandsons vasectomies at 10. They don't talk to anybody until they're 35.
Talking by you mean sticking it in?
No, well, talking because you're going to be very successsul if you.
So you're going to determine what they can do.
Well,
with
just
their,
make sure you
vas deferens.
Yeah, because you got you need to have your head down if you're a guy and you're 18, and you don't even look up till you're 35, because you don't want to pick. You want to pick when you're at your top. You ain't your top. Like me, yeah. If you can get lucky and you can have some early success. But 99% of the guys, man, you need to wait, and she'll worship you at 18. You'll be the king. Oh, if you have to go out of the country to do it, fine. But that's it. And this little song here was more for the girls.
What's life love advice from my dad?
I was talking to Paige. Can I say Paige here?
Sure.
Okay, good. I was talking to Paige about this. I'm saying, man, you guys are out there giving Ann Landers advice. There's nobody giving advice to anybody out there. The guys, we got Jordan Peterson and Tate coming on now. There was nobody there. I mean, they're just filling the void.
Mm-hmm.
There's nobody telling these guys how to get it done. And really, they're telling the girls the wrong thing. They're telling them to have 2 kids, take the house and half the money, and you aren't going to be happy at 40.
Mm.
Submit from 20 to 40, and then 40, you're not even going to want to do it anymore. Go have your career then. Enjoy your grandkids. This feminism deal they sold everybody. Oh, I got a verse on the feminism, too. We got some decent verses. Feminism, been scamming me. I work, I pay taxes.
You want to put your phone down? You're wobbling it everywhere.
Yep. Does that make sense? What do we want to talk about today?
Yeah, we just did that. We just talked about that.
I had this conversation with a friend of ours in Utah. He was gorgeous, 22-year-old, and I said, "Hey, girl, it's time. Don't you feel like don't you feel like you can have anybody you want?" Yeah. I said, "That's because you can." And if you're hanging around your 22-year-old girlfriends, you're just going to be breaking even. You go hang around with your 35-year-old divorcee friends, and they're out there, and they've already found the number one 35-year-old, and they want him. You go to her wedding. You can hook up with the best man at that wedding. Start going to weddings of 35-year-olds and hooking up with best men. I mean, when was the last time you saw a best man that really wasn't just a little bit good guy? Best man is a great way to pick.
Best man's a good guy.
So there's some good advice. That's worth your $20 a month right there. Go to weddings of 35-year-olds. 35 to 50.
Well, I think it's, just kind of getting out of your comfort zone with the girls. Like
You do not want
you
anything to
mentioned the
do.
18 to 22. You know, they need to, you know,
You don't want anything
talk
to
to
do with your
people.
own age group. You want nothing to do with.
Mm.
They're helpless.
Yeah.
When you're 50-year-old women are helpless. When you're 18 as a girl, 18-year-old boys are helpless.
Helpless.
Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
I mean,
When you trust me, man,
yeah.
these girls need to understand the bullshit they're being fed.
Mm.
You aren't going to be happy with 2 kids at home by yourself.
Mm.
I see a few out there.
Life advice by my dad.
Is that a soundbite?
Oh, I thought it was.
Can never post too much butthole.
You thought I said something other than post. I think we put that on our last podcast. CarCast.
You know, one
Dude,
thing.
I like your studio here. It's working good.
Thanks. One thing, maybe because we talk about putting things on wax a little bit, I was just thinking about our idea of craps.
Oh, yeah, let's put that down. Oh, hey, how about my yearbook? I thought of yearbook before Facebook. I thought of Casino Beach before all these pool party places. So we got a new idea, arena craps.
Yeah. So we would just have like a big, instead of a basketball court, it'd be a big craps layout with like big, you know, foam dice balls. So like, you know, you hit a 7, the whole place is going to go crazy.
You know, you got 16 people crowding in around a black craps table, whooping and hollering. You got 16,000
And some people are probably there not even to bet, just, you know, you can go hang out. But yeah, we'd have to figure out, you know, pricing to get in, you know.
And then, you know, you're going to have some kind of ability to make your individual wager.
Yeah.
You're going to come out of there with money or not.
I like that idea.
It is a virtual arena casino.
And then why haven't we started a UFC MMA thing, you know?
Well, the nice thing about our craps, arena craps,
Monopoly.
we don't have any actors we got to pay. All the props, you know, we don't have to pay fighters. We don't have, and it's going to be just as much fun. I mean, the electricity of gambling with 16,000 people on the same number, it will be electric.
And a lot of people, I feel like they don't know how to play craps when it's just the easiest game in the world.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Arena craps. And
we're going to do it.
If
you know anybody that can maybe help us out with that, get it started. Because we have a lot of ideas. And then maybe we'll end up finding someone to really hone in on that idea.
Yeah, we made an offer on the Kmart Garden Center back in 1975, 800, whenever they had the savings and loan crisis, and there were all these properties that were up for grabs. And my college roommate and I, we made a bid on a property. We were turning the garden center into Casino Beach. It was going to be a pool, swimming pool, with a craps table painted on the bottom of it. And you, rather than playing for money, you play for people. You got the DJ, we use a lifeguard, he's got these foam rubber dice.
You got a mic.
Foam rubber dice, and he throws the dice out there, and people are betting phone numbers, dates, kisses, hugs. Adult pool, bet whatever you want.
Yeah, you were the original pool party guy.
Yeah, I mean, you got this space. You need to be. I mean, what more could you ask for? And dancing with a girl with a bikini on. I mean,
someone took your idea, but they didn't do the craps. But that's when we came up with the arena craps.
Well, they are just interacting with booze and partying. I'm interacting with craps. Now we got arena craps.
Yeah, and then we can have the pool party inside the craps arena too, you know.
Well, our arena craps will translate to the pool. No one's done really Casino Beach yet. No one's put a craps table on the bottom of the pool yet.
Yeah.
That was my original idea.
That's tight. Okay.
So anyway, we waxed it.
Also,
Is that what that means?
Yeah, we put that on wax.
Put it on wax.
We started it. It's our idea.
Oh, in your uniform? Hope you guys picked up on that. I mean,
yeah.
Our merch is coming in a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, so when I'm wearing the merch, I'm working.
Yeah.
I'm a minister. And, you know, I'm out there fundraising.
Just get to heaven.
Just get to heaven.
It's the best thing you can do.
The Halo series, go back there, and you're going to add Doc's story. There's a little addendum to that because I wrote this thing down right on location because I didn't want to forget anything, and I did leave out a little deal I added later. But you're going to add that. We're going to call these things uniforms. And, you know, when I first started working, you know, my employer said, you know, here's our uniform, and you pay half, we'll pay half. And, you know, and it was worth it. And it's good because, And then I had respect for the thing. I still had to pay half of it, which is a great deal value-wise, but it wasn't like I was treating it like shit and cigarette butts and throwing it away and getting another one, I treated it good. So the fact that people are actually, our ministers are actually giving, money for their uniform, paying for half of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that's, a good thing. And have fun wearing it. I mean, I hope it feels as good as I think it's going to feel.
Yeah, we are really excited about the merch.
I mean, you're going to be feeling good about wearing it just because of the ministry, but you're going to feel good about it because it feels good. And shit, man.
On a whole.
I mean, the greatest thing that you can do, and this is in the Bible, says if you can get somebody else to heaven, I mean, God really likes that. And the worst thing you can do is make somebody stray from heaven. So don't cause somebody else to sin. So, going forward, everybody's going to fall short of the glory of God, and we're just trying to get there, damn it.
Mm-hmm. Every second of a time. Every minute of the time.
And we're just pounding, we're going to live off the ministry or, whatever, but it's going into merch, man. We're going to have $1 billion worth of T-shirts out there.
And plus, I'm going to be posting up on Broadway.
You see the way this guy, you see the way he dresses, he doesn't need any money. I mean, he's like John the Baptist.
Right.
He eats locusts.
I haven't bought new clothes in the longest.
Dude, you ought to do a biography and read the biography of John the Baptist. That's you, dude. Wandering through the wilderness, baptizing people and eating locusts.
Mm. Have you ever ate an insect?
Oh, yeah. When we did our field, the survival, dude, you're 12 years old, Colorado mountains. And if you're a veteran camper, you get to go on a survival overnight camp out. Man, we were so glad to get back home. We were eating ants and grasshoppers and,
ew.
Just because we were trying to be cool, cook them on a rock. We almost didn't get a fire started. Luckily, Johnny Coors, the grandson of Adolf Coors, is in the camp. And little Johnny Coors, I was like 12, he's like 10, and he got pantsed every day. So anyway, paybacks.
He's paying us back now?
Yeah. In fact, there was a TikTok I saw the other day or something where this guy was real smart, and he was in a class, and what's your dad doing? He goes, no. What's your dad? He's Illuminati, and the guy didn't know anything about it. He's real smart. So they had the parent day, and this kid was really smart. He was just as smart as the Illuminati kid, and he made the Illuminati kid feel bad one day, made him feel stupid one day, and he went home and told his dad. And then at the parent-teacher day, the little kid says, this is the boy who made me feel bad, Daddy. And the daddy said, that's all right, son. We'll take care of that. And he had no idea what he was saying back then, but
and that was a TikTok.
Yeah. So anyway, if somebody hates on you after this podcast, it's little Johnny Coors getting revenge on me. Actually, I didn't pants him. Other guys did.
Yeah.
I mean,
you were nice to him.
I was nice.
Good.
I should have probably saved him from a few pantsings, though. It was almost like initiation for new campers.
Yeah.
Boys are stupid.
Just how it was back then.
Yeah.
A little hazing.
I mean, getting pants as an 8 and 10-year-old is no big deal.
I was glad I never got hazed.
Well, you didn't have an older brother to protect you, so you got through just on your athleticism and whatever. I don't think
they were hazing anybody when I was going to school. It was like I missed the window.
Yeah, but, it's not easy breaking into the Mormon community. I mean, there's going to be some bullying.
No, I mean, if anything, I was just the new kid, and they didn't like me taking all the chicks.
That's what a new kid gets, is bullied. Either, different degrees. But, you'll fit in, find your niche.
Yeah, I met a lot of good guys. I wonder what they're up to. I should have them on a CarCast.
Yeah. Superimpose them. Oh, I liked your haircut the other day. That was cool.
My haircut?
Your Speedo cut.
Oh, the one that Jerry gave me.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, you were laughing.
Yeah.
Thanks. What was your favorite part?
I don't know. I was just thinking. You guys have some lines that flashbacks funny.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to do that. It's just, freestyling a little bit. But, yeah.
So, what else?
Man.
We talked, you should have probably looked at the last CarCast because we talked about some giants and we couldn't wait to talk about more, but I hate to be redundant. Did we mention me being so insecure that I taped my nipples? Did we mention that?
Man, I don't even know because that's what's weird. Like, you can't even remember what you talked about or what was recorded or because we were listening to the viral.
Yeah.
podcast, and they were talking about nipples.
Yeah, and I go,
And we-
dude, I was just talking about it yesterday
Yeah.
before
So
this one came out.
I don't know, but you taped your nipples.
Yeah, and I said, I really can't be a true blue.
But you learned it from me. I'm the one that kind of told you about it.
Well, you told me that I should be self-conscious about it.
Because, I mean, I did it. No, I did a couple
said I
times.
could
I'm like,
cut-
oh, yeah, it looks
cut
pretty
glass?
good. But you kept doing it for a while.
Well, that was the name of my fantasy football team that one year. He tapes his nipples.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wasn't really uncomfortable about, people knowing about it. But the fact that I even did it made me think that I really wasn't a true narcissist. I didn't love myself enough, If I had, I must be insecure or something. So made me feel more normal to want to tape my nipples.
If it makes you happy.
Well, it didn't make me happy, but I did it for a reason. So
Pride.
anyway, yeah. Evidently, I think chicks like non-protruding nipples.
Yeah. You think they just like normal nipples.
I don't know what a normal nipple is, but they don't like not. I was of the opinion they didn't like protruders. So,
I mean, every nipple's
but now that I know
basically
that
normal.
Chelsea loves them, I mean, come on.
It's normal to have nipples.
She was just being kind.
And there's
Anyway,
eight different kinds.
It was ironic that you guys would talk about it after I mentioned it. So, cart before the horse.
So we got that. Man. Is there anything in particular you want to talk about now?
I got lots I want to talk about, but I don't want to, get you killed or anything.
Whoa.
I love all my conspiracy theories.
Get a kilt.
Things are coming together.
But you're just a messenger. You don't.
Oh yeah, I have no original thoughts.
I think we did maybe even talk about a lot last time about how you can't even trust your own eyes, according to people.
Hey, I just watched Knives Out with Daniel Craig, and those murder mysteries where there's always some little clue. These police officers aren't going to dig like this guy digs to find the real killer. They're just going to take who's ever closest and put them in jail. So how many of these police officers are really got the right guy? The thing about it is they know that this guy killed like 50 other people, so they don't feel bad about going to prison for killing somebody they didn't. That's the only
someone
justification.
nearby.
Pardon?
Take someone nearby.
Well, it's just, who the killers are, and the killers know who the killers are. So if somebody gets killed, they just go nab one of those guys because he's already killed somebody else.
Well, not to sidestep, but we've been talking about Gulliver's Travels.
Oh, yes.
And I thought that was kind of interesting. Then I was
ties
like,
into our giants.
What if outside of the wall, the ice wall, we're actually giants?
Next. I sent you that clip of the 1931 military parade in Japan. The dude is like 30 feet tall. The stump up in Antarctica is 2 miles across. Can you imagine the Avatar-looking tree at the top of that? You might find a little giant up there, too. Oh, and dude, the sky, that's water.
Right.
There's no such thing as gravity. This is all density. We're going to have to go back to school.
But you're just a messenger. You didn't think that. Someone.
I'm not smart enough to think of gravity or density. But
We're just relaying.
Oh, dude, here you go. You know how you can go east and go around the world?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Go
See if you can
south.
Go north. Go south or north and see where you come up.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, dude, Google, I want to do this. Go on GPS. How far is the South Pole from the North Pole? You know what they're going to say? They're going to say this. When Admiral Byrd went to the North Pole, he went back the next year to the South Pole. Duh. You think he's going to go here and then the next year go here? No, he went back to the same fucking place. South Pole and North Pole in the middle, dog. Right there with the North Star. It's getting biblical.
What if? Oh yeah, that's what kind of intrigued me with everything was the star.
Yeah.
The star that never moves. What is it called?
Orion's belt's lined up with the 3 pyramids.
Man, what is that?
North Star is your.
No, I know, but it's like the little star of Bethlehem. It's like the star, North Star, Polaris.
Polaris, yeah.
Yeah.
And you've been to the
Doesn't
terrariums
move.
there at the Air Force Academy. It's a really nice, depiction of all the stars. Are we in that same terrarium with Truman? You saw Jim Carrey on that interview on the Tonight Show, and that was the last time you saw him.
Well, we can get to Antarctica. I know someone that's been there. You
But
know,
the one they show you is not the one that we want to see.
I know, but we're just gonna get there and then we're gonna fly low. I think.
You think? Like Admiral Byrd did? He got intercepted by flying saucers with swastikas. The war was
You
funded.
heard.
The war was funded on both sides by the same people.
I thought it was funded by the aliens.
No.
The aliens.
The Grand Canyon is strip mining of reptiles. You like that one? I'm having trouble getting there on the
Oh.
reptiles. I tell you what, though, I love the fact that, God created you in his image. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
When he sent the Son of God here, and he created you in his image, and then he sent his own Son to save you, who's creating his own image. Was he sending his Son to effectively save himself? How awesome is that? If you're created in his image. Now, you aren't a God. You can't put yourself above God. But if he created you in his image, are you so godlike and you got so messed up with sin that he wanted to actually save man, which is the equivalent of saving himself? He sends his only begotten Son. I mean, that's some heavy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the sins that Jesus took on for us to get to heaven. I mean, when they say he died for our sins, think about what he did, how he died, for that flogging with those bones and those chains, ripping your flesh, crucified. Oh my! So anyway, that is the death that he died. We say so matter of factly. Oh, he died for our sins. He died painfully for our sins. I mean, so that kind of trial and tribulation he inflicted, he allowed to happen to his Son.
Mm-hmm.
But he did that to save almost himself.
Mm-hmm.
It's so magnanimous that it's selfish.
Generous. Magnanimous.
So generous it's selfish. It's
Great word.
So anyway, that's where we're at. We are way down that rabbit hole.
And I'm really excited to do the red letters.
Yeah.
I'm going to be reading those.
We started with
Should we
Paige.
just do it in here with the lights off at night and just
Yeah.
like make a candle or something?
Yeah, I tell you what, we're going to get through those red letters. We want to get to Enoch, which was a book taken out by Constantine. 43 books were taken out, guys. We got to get on those. A lot of them we found in the Dead Sea Scrolls. But we're going to get to the truth. And I think, I didn't start off with being a Trump guy, but damn it, I think that he's going to force, he's going to tell the generals to say, hey, the people are the people. Tell us the fucking truth, So,
Are there aliens?
that's the one thing he may not tell us about because he don't want to spook.
Do you think he's just going to...
But he'll tell us about JFK. He'll tell us that Lady died. He'll tell us about Tate. He'll tell us about what's been going on. I mean, if these guys all walking down Madison Avenue together on the...
You just want to know everything that's going on?
And
you don't
that's happened.
You don't want to be lied to?
Yeah, tell us how we won the war.
Just
tell me how I won the war these last 6 years, So anyway, that's what I'd like. I got on a rant. Where were we?
we were talking about red letters, how we're going to do
yeah.
that.
Yeah, we'll find those that so who and Paige, she's cool with this because we're comfortable with the fact that whoever wins writes history. So we got to always take into consideration that the conquerors are going to write it, and we got to break that down even to the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
But the Gospels are 4 people telling the same story. So that's the beauty of the Bible. We got same people saying the same thing, hundreds of years apart. So we got to go with some book of truth, and I'm going with the Bible.
There we have it. I feel like you would be a good preacher.
Well,
like you break it down.
Well,
a little
I can break it down
too much
to where it's more self-serving, which is kind of bullshit on myself. And go do your research. But I'm into right now on this Just Get to Heaven, guys. We're selling the sizzle, and then you go learn about the steak. But you don't have to be perfect to get to heaven. Damn it! I mean, look at that guy that's sitting next to Jesus Christ. He was sincere, and he joined him in the kingdom of God. On a moment's notice. So, you're still going to fall short. Try to keep from sinning. But, the red letters, Jesus is not, he's not tolerant. He's not tolerant, and he's not judgmental. But he loves, he wants you to do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no sin that you can commit that keeps you from heaven. I mean, if you're sucking dick or whatever, you're still going to go to,
Sodomy.
that stuff. A
Unnatural
lot of that
sex.
stuff in the Bible is written by man. Concentrate on the red words.
The red letters. We're going to be reading them.
Jesus, really badass gangster.
Cool guy. Carpenter.
He was an outlaw.
Mm-hmm.
So
He was, he had that oil, that magical oil. THC, maybe?
he was a man of the earth. And
He was ahead of his time.
He was ahead of his time. He knew everything.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, 33.
Omniscient.
Hey, a lot of these guys on our, founding our country, these guys were like, what? George Washington was like one of the oldest. He was 33.
Yeah, he was like 6'3". Did you know that?
Yeah.
Big guy.
What else, dog?
Man, should we just end this one or go play tennis?
Yeah, I need to get
And
a
then
little tennis
we'll
on.
do red letters tonight. It'll be fun. Just kind of start over.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So,
We threw out a lot of stuff there at the end. We're going to be talking about in the future. So
mhm.
all those fun little conspiracy theories that we used to see on the National Enquirer as we walked out of, Target, we probably should have been looking at those things a little closer.
Well, I really want you to learn how to, make it rainwater drinkable.
I just
Can't we
opened
just-
my mouth. I'm going to call
You're
that
unable
extreme.
to do research, I found. Like, you're just an idea guy. You're a messenger.
I'm a color guy.
You're not a nuts and bolts.
You're the play-by-play. I'm the color.
I got to make it happen. Your ideas, I'm noticing.
Hey, yearbook, Casino Beach, I got no follow-through.
If you know someone that can help us put together Casino Arena, or what are we calling it? Craps Arena?
Dude, that's easy. That's just a phone call. Just call Dana.
Oh, one thing I wanted to
Call
bring
Dana
up.
and say, hey, we're going to bring in a craps table.
One thing I need you to do, maybe we have anybody knows somebody, but we think I'm pretty good at baseball.
Oh, yeah. You're good at everything, but switch hitting catcher running a 4-5, I think he might make it.
We need to somehow get a hold of the Memphis Cardinals
They're
decision maker.
They're probably calling right now.
Get me a spot. Do I put together a highlight tape?
No, just
I think
show
for the
up.
YouTube, I should put together a highlight reel.
It's doctored.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm going to make a highlight reel because he's going to want to see what I got. We got to put something together.
Just say, I'm Sancho.
So, yeah, we got to call whoever can get me on the roster. So, we'll let you handle that, Dad? Or I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
You got all kinds of time.
Okay, I think that's it.
Love you.
Love you, and let's dance out.
All right. That's what we do.
Fanny, back.
Can never close too much butthole.
Dude, maybe we should not wing it so much.
I liked it.
I hope they
never
like it.
Close too much butthole.
We're just going to keep releasing stuff.
So do you guys like unprofessional?
I thought it was professional. I thought we were together. Whatever.
That's what we do.
Can never close too much butthole.
He does put a lot of work into it.
Thanks, Dad. Let's go play tennis.